My name is Chinwé, and welcome to the Rich Witch Show. Whoa, it's the Rich Witch Show, where we make the magic. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Rich Witch Show. I'm your host, Chinwé, aka Chinweezy, aka Madam Weezy, aka Le Rich Wish. Okay, and today we will be talking about FOMO, the fear of missing out. Okay, so I got a fun-filled show for y'all. I'm repping LSU today with my tiger ears. Go Tiger. I'm out in nature once again. We got a little clouds, but that's all right. You might be feeling a little cloudy today, maybe. I'm here to cheer you up. I'm here to brighten up your day, okay? We still got this divine feminine energy going real strong, homie. We're gonna hop into planet power. We're gonna switch up planet power a little bit. We're gonna talk about some totem, and some spirit animals that have been coming to me. They may have been coming to you with this spring energy. We're gonna talk about that. We're also going to talk about FOMO and what the hell that has to do with attraction, as well as your self-worth. Very, very, very important. We got an exciting performance by your girl Chinwé, okay? And then we're going to magnify the magic and do some tarot talk and see what messages Archangel Michael has for us, okay? So, without further ado, let's get into Planet Power. Welcome back, welcome back. It's time for Planet Power. Yeah, here on the Rich Witch Show. Now, as you know, we are in this Aries energy, right? This cardinal, fresh off the boat, first zodiac sign in the constellation and the astrological wheel energy, right? So anyway, I know it's always something with the hair. This one little braid is bothering me. So we talked about that new moon, speaking up for what it is that you want. Yes, we got the cloth blowing here, honey. Yes, the wind is blowing. Speaking up for what you want. Still very, very, very important energy. Continue to practice that. Now, the scorpionic energy that I was picking up on, remember that whole channel from last week that was absolutely nuts? There's a Scorpio full moon at the end of this month. Be a lot of major big ass changes coming with that Scorpio energy, and it could be some intentions that you set last Scorpio season, or they could be coming to fruition later this year in this Scorpio season. So keep that in mind. Water energy is also very strong during this time. And I'll talk more about that during our Get Real and Heal segment. But yeah, so that the scorpionic energy, the end of the month, the end of April, is going to bring a lot of really big changes in your emotional as well as your physical life. But I'm just trying to get adjusted. Sorry y'all. Okay, it's gonna bring a lot of changes, which brings me to the totem animals, the spirit animals that have been coming to me. The other day I was out and about and I saw a lot of cardinals, northern cardinals. They're these beautiful red birds, and I also was surrounded by lots of wasps. They wouldn't sting me, they just came around. One flew into the car and it flew back out. So wasps represent big ass changes, and so do northern cardinals. I want to talk about the wasps first. I keep saying that because wasps, I don't know how to say it. Okay, so wasps, according to like shamans and Native American tradition and Eastern tradition, you know, it's all the same. It's just different verses and books, but it's the same information. They represent efficiency, fertility. Didn't I say some of y'all might have a glow, might be getting pregnant? I said that, y'all. Or having a business baby or an abundance baby. Okay, so if you're seeing wasps, this is confirmation. Where they represent organization, teamwork, communication, order, big changes, and a very warrior energy. They also represent the truth. So they might sting, right? The truth might sting, but ultimately it'll sting for just a second, and it'll be exactly what you need to hear or what needs to be said. Remember with this whole speaking up and saying what needs to be said and what you feel and what you want energy? Yeah, that's that wasp telling you you are strong and you can speak what it is that you want, and the truth might hurt whether you're giving it or receiving it, but ultimately it's to make you or your relationships better, so that way you feel happy, because that's what it's about, is making sure that you're okay. Another thing that really stood out about this wasp energy was this whole organization piece. Okay, there's a bumblebee like right here, y'all. Oh my god, it's so close. Okay, wasps also represent evolution, so slow and steady progress, which to me goes hand in hand with this organization piece. So you may be feeling called, like I'm feeling, to really tap into this 6th house energy. That's your routine, that's work, that's study, that's Virgo energy. Heavy on the Virgo energy. Y'all know I'm a Virgo sun, 9th house study and Virgo gang. But I'm just saying, you might be feeling called with this spring energy. Do some spring cleaning, some organizing, some things like that. You are not crazy, okay? Also, with that organization and that order, to me, this is really calling in Saturn energy. Thank you, cloth, again. Bringing in that Saturn energy. So where does Saturn fall in your house? I know Saturn rules Capricorn, so this could be your 10th house. There could be something going on here with your career. So get organized in your career. Set up a system now, a long-term plan with Saturn and karma, that whole karmic energy. Set up long-term plans or do little things every day that's going to benefit in the long run. Don't take shortcuts. Now is not the time to take shortcuts. Be very patient. Be very still. This is a channel coming through. Be very patient. Be very still. Be very methodical in the way that you do things. And make sure you're not overworking yourself. Virgo, I'm talking to myself. Make sure you're not overworking yourself. Little small chunks eats the elephant. Okay, and that brings me to this cardinal energy. Now, northern cardinals, they're these little red birds, and what are we in? We're in this Aries cardinal energy. I mean, it couldn't be more synchronistic, right? Now, cardinals represent talent. They represent energy, the life force. They literally represent the blood of Jesus. Now, the blood of Jesus, which he says he gives to us, the blood represents his life force energy. Okay, I don't know how that segue connected, but we're gonna figure it out. The blood of Jesus literally represents his life force energy, and him saying, I give you a piece of this. I don't know the exact quotes and verses, okay? But Jesus is always talking about giving a piece of my blood, giving you my energy, keep my energy alive, keep my blood alive. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Well, that's what is done in the Christian churches with the rituals and things like that. Life force energy. Basically the same energy, source, synchronicity, connection, vibration that runs through Jesus that helped him to spread his ministry is what lives through you. Okay, so that could be what that wasp energy is talking about, and as well as this Aries Mercury energy is talking about speaking your truth, speaking that fire. What I would want to say impassions you. What gets you up in the morning? What makes you happy? What drives you? What is that driving life, motivating, positive force within your life? Word to Aaliyah. What is that for you? I'm getting a little tongue-tied, okay? So take your time and articulate exactly what it is that you want. Write it down, speak it out, but get very, very, very clear. And this is important to do, and this does tie into Get Real and Heal, and it does tie into FOMO, fear of missing out, believe it or not. So that is what we got going on in your planet power. Okay, pay attention to the animals that are coming around you, and also continue to speak up for what it is that you want. Speak that truth. It might sting at first, but ultimately it's just to upgrade you. Remember, we talked about in that first episode, minor setbacks for major comebacks. Uprooting to get you to where it is you really want to be. Uprooting so you can upgrade. Uproot to upgrade. You feel me? So I really hope and pray that that was clear. And make sure that you're utilizing your talents too. That's very important. The cardinal energy also represents talent. Like I said, your passions, what gets you up in the morning, what motivates you, okay? Make sure that you are setting out a plan. There we go, with that wasp energy. Make sure you're setting out a long-term plan once you've discovered what it is that you want to do, okay, and how you want to do it. Now the only question is how. Okay, so really setting up this long-term plan. That's really, 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 really important, that I keep feeling the need to stress. Long-term plan. It could be 2 to 5 years. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling for Planet Power. Now we're going to move on because this is a little bit longer than I intended it to be, but that's all right. We're just going to keep it pushing right now. And right now we've got a performance coming up for you. It's called Priorities by my girl Chinwé. Stick around. You're going to love it. My priorities. Me, myself, and my needs. I was down in the dumps, down on my luck, then fate stepped in. Now I'm looking like Scrooge McDuck, think I'll take a spin. but it wasn't easy. Had to break the curse. That money was evil and only causes hurt. Ancestor came to me with the long hair, black and gray. He was holding onto this deed from back in the day. But I told him it was okay. You know humans make mistakes. Let go of the guilt and the shame. We don't blame you. Money comes and goes. That is its true nature. Like water you flow, so I won't try to tame you. Instead, I surrender my vibration to your essence. When aligned, we shine the way nature intended. But now I know my worth. Hey, I'm putting myself first. These are my priorities. Hey, me, myself, and money. Now I know my worth. Hey, I'm putting myself first. These are my priorities. Me, myself, and money. Listen. Money ain't evil, it's spiritual. It comes from the earth, we watch it grow. It's all about intent, so now you know to call Archangel Ariel when you're feeling uprooted. Hey, like who you trying to prove it to? Don't let them tell you that the struggle is your birthright, cause the Garden of Eden bears fruit. So I went to Ancestor, told him don't be afraid of modern currency. It's still the same as trade, and we deserve to play the game. We didn't give any more away. Hard work in our DNA, forever ingrained thanks to you. Money comes and goes, that is its true nature. Like water you flow, so I won't try to tame you. Instead, I surrender my vibration to your essence. When aligned, we shine the way nature intended. Now I know my worth. Hey, I'm putting myself first. These are my priorities. Me, myself, and money. I said now I know my worth. I'm putting myself first, my priorities. Me, myself, and money. Money comes and goes. That is its true nature. Like water you flow, I won't try to tame you. Instead, I surrender my vibration to your essence. Listen, when aligned, we shine the way nature intended. But now I know my worth. I'm putting myself first. These are my priorities. Me, myself, and money. Money, money, money. Yes, Chinwé, you better sing, y'all. I'm so proud of myself, okay? Performing has always been a struggle for me. As easy as it is for me to get in front of the camera, do accents, record and write, to actually perform and feel in my body and feel confident while I'm performing. Shout out to my dad, because we this morning had a conversation and we found the source of self-doubt. And that has broken the chain on me being able to perform comfortably, and I'm just so grateful. So I'm really proud of myself, and I really hope that y'all enjoy Priorities. It is available on YouTube, on my other channel. All that will be down below. But why did I choose that song? I chose that song, and what does it have to do with attraction? What does it have to do with the fear of missing out? Okay, I chose that song because now I know my worth. I'm putting myself first. These are my priorities. Me, myself, big S, and money. Me is the me on the ground. Myself, like I said, is my higher self, my big S, and money. Me being grounded, honey, because money is the currency that we need in this physical reality. I know we need energy, okay? But that energy has to be manifested into something material. And in order to do that, we got to know our worth, which is why we're talking about this divine, feminine, sacral energy and lack, okay? The opposite of worth is lack. The opposite of having and value is to be without. And so one of the big ways that my lack consciousness was playing out was in the art of, or not the art, this concept of FOMO, the fear of missing out. Now, when we hear FOMO, we think about, well, these days, scrolling online, seeing your friends are out and you're not with them, and you just feel left out, okay? FOMO is this feeling, this idea, because it's really in the mind. Your feelings might be a little hurt, but once it goes to the mind, it's over with. Like, I'm left out, I'm not good enough, why wasn't I invited, or why didn't I move my things around to be included in this? And you start to blame yourself. You start to look at all the fun these people are having. You don't know, they could have got, anything could have happened to get to that point where they were having fun, but all you see is the highlight reel on social media, and you don't know that there was a big fight at the bar, or you don't know that they ran out of gas, or it took them forever to get ready to actually get to the club and these two got into an argument. You never know what really happened, but you just see the highlight reel. And social media has made FOMO just blown way out of proportion for everybody, but especially those that are already prone to negative self-talk and self-deprecating ways of viewing themselves, especially when your worth is tied up in your friendships, which was the case for your girl, which is why I can tell you about FOMO. Okay, so we talk about this moon. Y'all know I got to tell a story. Stay on down, it's story time. We talk about this moon and how it manifests itself in your reality. I spoke about it with my relationships. I spoke about it with how it affected my dad, how it affected me being able to not really be in touch with my emotions. It also affected me by that I tried to fill a hole. Remember in the first episode I said, if I don't get it from here, the universe, God will provide it in multitudes, in abundance from other places. So, excuse me, that family element, or what I felt, that love that I felt I was missing from being around or having my mom around, it was supplied to me through lots and lots of friends. Now, I grew up an only child here with my dad. However, I always had people in my house, okay? I used to jokingly call this the Street Boys and Girls Club, because there were always people here for sleepovers. We would have water fights. We would be in the basement in the recording studio. I mean, we would be down in Dixieland in Jonesboro going to see the movies. I mean, I never was truly alone. Sometimes I would be, sometimes I felt alone. Now, I still felt alone, but physically, I always had people in my space, or I always had the option to have people around. And so, because I was missing what I really wanted, I didn't realize that the way that affected me was I thought I needed those people. And so my self-worth became tied up in how many people I had around me. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a vast network. I'm sorry for all the distractions, y'all. I'm a little more focused today, but I'm sorry for everything going on in the background. Thank you for rocking with me. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a vast network, okay? You need a network of people. You need a village of people. We are people. We gotta have people around. We just do. And sometimes you need to be alone. The difference with me was, I mean, I got 20 best friends. Not just associates, not just people I went to school with. I mean, these are all my best friends. I mean, I'm gonna call them up and I'm gonna tell all of them all my business. And that's a bit much. That's a bit much. And what I learned was, because I wasn't living in my authentic truth, because I hadn't addressed my moon, because I wasn't doing what it was I truly loved, which was this show. I mean, how could I have known if I hadn't gone through all those experiences? Still, though, I wasn't living authentically. And so you get to a place where it's kind of hard to have those same relationships with the same people who were in your life when you were in a space of lack. So how do you evolve those relationships to meet each other where you are from a place of healing? And are those relationships even supposed to still be in your life, because now they're not playing that same role of trying to fill that hole that they once did, because I don't need that anymore? It's very, very, very tricky, and it's very hard. And it's especially hard when you do get online and you haven't spoken to these people and you see they're out and they're having fun and you're thinking, what's wrong with me? I've reached out to these people. What do I do when I've tried to communicate with them? Some people I did say, nope, I need my space. I can't do this. But then there was some people where I ain't even do nothing. I ain't say I ain't want to be y'all friend, but I ain't heard from y'all. You know what I'm saying? The phone worked both ways. So now I'm getting online. I'm getting all FOMO because I see y'all hanging out, and now I'm feeling bad. And it's like, dang, like, did I do something wrong? Like, what's wrong with me? And that's another trick. That's why I say it's a trick of the mind. Okay, that FOMO will convince you that there's something wrong with you. You're outcasted. You are not good enough to hang out with them. You're not worthy to hang out with them. That's just your fate. That's just who you are now. I'm sorry. You gotta fix this. None of that is true. And when these things happen with FOMO, and this affects your worth, because like I said, your worth is tied up in other people. Your worth is tied up in hanging out with other people, being a part, being included. And when you feel so different, or you don't, it's just not the same anymore, what do you do? What are you supposed to feel? What are you supposed to think? And then with me moving back, I know I'm kind of jumping, but just keep up with me. Me moving back to Atlanta, my mind, my ego is going to go back into what it knows. What it knows is Atlanta equals hella people. Atlanta equals going out, having fun with these people that I've grown up with, known since I was 3 years old. What happens when all of that is turned upside down? Remember in that first episode, I said you're gonna get uprooted. Your home life, everything you know is no. And that's what I've been experiencing, where it's like, I don't know where our relationships, our friendships are going, or where they will be, but I know that right now it's not what I thought it would be when I came home. It's not the same. And what do? You gotta just be patient. You gotta work on, I'm giving you the answers. You gotta be patient with yourself. You gotta be patient with others. Stop chasing. Stop texting them. Stop calling them. Stop reaching out to them. God is removing people, come on, wind, from your life, because God is preparing you to receive. So stop chasing them. And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting. Nobody is right and nobody is wrong in this situation. I'm gonna let that settle. This is just what it is in this moment. This is one of the ways that you know your manifestation is close. Whatever it is you've been asking for, something of your dreams, it's close, because people are being removed. It's not you self-isolating. It's not self-abuse. This is you doing your due diligence to reach out to people and you can't get in contact with them. They are being removed so that you can be lifted up. Thank you, El Perro. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult. I know your mind will have you blaming yourself, blaming them, have you looking at only the positives, have you feeling hella left out, hella insecure, hella like non-deserving of friends and stuff like that. But you are being prepared, uprooting for an upgrade. I told y'all this. Alright? So what you got to do in the meantime is just be patient. Continue working on whatever it is you're working on. Working on that plan that we talked about in Planet Power. Okay, working on your passions. This is why I asked, what motivates you? What makes you feel good? What gets you out of bed in the morning? Work on that, because it'll be worth it. You'll feel so fulfilled doing that it won't matter what anybody else thinks, what anybody else is doing, because you are focused. This is very focused, Saturn, discipline energy coming to you. You are prepared for greater things. You are leveling up. You are receiving your abundance baby. And in order to prepare, you got to make space. What they call it, nesting. You could be nesting at this time, preparing your space to welcome in the new. That's what's going on. Woo. So anybody that's been cleaning up, getting organized, setting up a plan, because you're preparing, you're nesting right now, you're making space for this new baby, whatever that baby may be. So I want you to continue. This is your assignment. I don't have any written assignment for you. I want you to continue doing whatever it is that you're doing. I want you to just know that you're okay. I want you to get rest. I want you to get rest and take spiritual baths. Spiritual baths, this came up, follow me on TikTok as well. Spiritual baths, if you don't have Epsom salt or Florida water or essential oil or flowers, if you don't have those things, it's okay. A spiritual bath is all about your intention. You can have a spiritual shower, but it's really important that you immerse yourself in water. 7 days at least. Okay, I've been doing it for the last 2 weeks. I've been painting my nails. Okay, really getting in my divine feminine energy, spending time making myself change this whole chasing mentality and really begin to receive. Okay, if you chase, you will continue to be rejected, especially people, because we're still dealing with this Libran energy. I'm getting a lot of Libran energy as well. We're still dealing with people, 7th house energy too. So if you chase anything, a job, a person, whether it's a friend, whether it's a romance, whether it's a parent, you will be rejected. What's for you is coming to you. It's coming to you. Receive it. Make space. Okay, that's what we have for Get Real. I didn't even do this in the beginning. And Heal. It got real deep, y'all. I'm trying to laugh it off and play it cool, but I'm really feeling like really full right now. Really full. Also, make sure the spiritual bath, what I will say, just a side note, it really helped me feel the gratitude. Like I was saying gratitude, but it really helped me feel it. So the gratitude is important. The spiritual baths are important. Set an intention. Maybe you just want to wash away the day or whatever. Just get immersed in it. You don't even have to set an intention in the spiritual bath. You just say it's a spiritual bath, okay? And it will cleanse and transform and heal you, which is what it's meant to do. And 3, make sure you're getting rest. Whatever rest looks like for you, laying down, watching TV, painting your nails is very soothing for me. Make sure you're speaking up about what it is you want. If you don't want to do something, don't do it, okay? Offer an alternative. That helps too. Maybe you feel bad saying no, so maybe you need to offer an alternative. Like I told my dad, I can't help you today. I said, I can't help you today, but I can help you tomorrow because I really want to paint my nails and record my show. So I can't help you today. This was important to me. It might just be nails for somebody else, but this is an act of self-care for me. This is an act of divine feminine energy for me, and that's very important as I reparent myself to receive and not give so much. So we done got real and we done healed, and now it's time to meditate. So think about what intention you want to set, and we'll be back to magnify the magic, honey. Ooh, the wind's picking up, y'all. It's time to magnify the magic. Ah! My water, y'all. Ooh, y'all. I like the wind though. I like the wind picking up. Okay, I don't know what to do with this water because it's just gonna fall over again. Please don't fall over again. And I don't have the cap out here with me. Okay. Whoa, when I said magnify the magic though, the wind picked up. Those are the winds of change, honey. Those are the winds of change. Chicky keys. We used to do the 2 minutes back in LSU. Okay, so I went in 2011 when the football team was Poppington, okay? And at the 2-minute mark, we would jingle our keys because that means it was time to go and wrap that W up, okay? So, ooh, impromptu message. It's time for you to jingle your keys because it's time to go. It's time to wrap up your W. It's been a long-ass cycle, and it's time to wrap it up. Do y'all hear my baby down there agreeing? She's down there making noise. That's Lucy, okay? You'll see her on TikTok. You wrapping up a W. You wrapping up a win. This is like the world card. The world card might as well have came up. You are wrapping up a W. You are wrapping it up. This may have felt like a loss. This may have felt like a very trying season. I saw somebody say on Twitter, you know, the sun has to come out at some point. It's not going to always be dark and cloudy days. That's why I said somebody's out here feeling cloudy. It's not always going to be dark and cloudy days. Come on, train. Continue to stay on your path, stay on your track, because this is actually a W. You're stepping into a win. This whole thing is a win. It's time to wrap this up. We in the 4th quarter. We in the last 2 minutes. You are clutch. Alright? We still gonna pull a couple cards. Let's do that now. I hadn't planned on it. Y'all know how this thing go. 1 second. Okay, y'all know I have a plan. But God has a plan. You feel me? The universe has a plan. Thank you, win. That's whose plan we follow. So let's pull a couple cards real quick. It's time for tarot talk, honey. I thought we was meditating, but no, son. I love how them impromptu messages be coming through. I just like to pull cards for confirmation to get more detail. Okay. Let's see what we got. What message you got for us, Archangel Michael? Ooh, with the siren going by and the train. Y'all hear that siren? Talk to us, Archangel Michael. Talk to us. Talk to us. Talk to us. Queen of Swords. With the 4 cups at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords has a lot to say. But she knows when not to say it. Very discerning energy. She's got a lot of wisdom. She's got a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, but she knows when to talk and when not to talk. Y'all see my eye twitching? It never does that. She knows when to talk and when not to talk. That's what that 4 of Cups is telling me. And what were we just talking about? The winds of change. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to say nothing. Remember we were talking about the whole FOMO thing, not reaching out to people, not explaining yourself. The Queen doesn't explain herself. She just knows. This also gives me strong Virgo energy, as well as Cancer, as well as Libra. Leo, Libra, Cancer, and Virgo energy. Capricorn as well. Very stern. Capricorn is very stern energy. Capricorn. Let's find out. There's a situation. There's a particular person or a group of people you don't need to say anything to. With that FOMO, that's why that FOMO message came through very strongly and clearly today. I feel like you want to explain yourself or communicate. Something about communication. Remember with that wasp and that truth? The wasp tells the truth. But my dad used to always say, Dr. King says, is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? It may not necessarily be nice, but it's the truth. But you need to ask yourself, is it necessary? I don't think it's necessary. Whatever it is that you want to say, let's get some more information about who y'all are talking to, who we are talking to, because we're all in this together. We're all in this together. Who do we not need to explain ourselves to? Ooh, we got the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. We have, wow. Didn't I say Cancer? We got the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords. With the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, again, fear. I'm getting FOMO. Fear of being left out. Now, it goes from you feeling afraid, you having that fear of being left out, to you not wanting to leave others out. People wanting to be included in what you have going on. Come on, Libra energy, okay? Come on, karmic energy, Saturn energy. The roles are reversing. Didn't I say you're wrapping up this cycle? So you're wrapping up this cycle of feeling left out, feeling like something is wrong with you. Everybody is going to want to be in your corner. Everybody's going to want to know what you have going on. Now they're afraid of being left out. Ooh, did y'all see that? What was that? It said, phew. Was that a bird? They're afraid. Now they're afraid of being left out. So something else that I've been picking up on with this Chiron energy, because we talked about all these energies being in Aries. I think Chiron is still in Aries. I'm not sure. I'll double check and put it on here. With this, also another way you know your manifestation is coming, okay? Empathic abilities. To the point where you're picking up on others' emotions. They're triggering, your FOMO is being triggered in you because that's what's being triggered in them when they associate with you, or whatever else it may be. It could be grief, it could be trauma, it could be pain, sadness. Whatever is being triggered in you is because you are holding up a mirror to them and they can see themselves. So sometimes, a lot of times, is how you know your manifestation is closer to it. This Cancerian energy, spiritual bath energy. And we have the Chariot here. Okay. Sometimes you think it's your energy. It's not your pain. It's not your grief. It's others' pain and grief and FOMO that you may have been carrying around your whole life. It's not yours. It's not yours. Because I'm going back to my own story. Didn't I say people were always at my house? Didn't I say people were always hanging out over here? People were always with me and my dad. Sometimes I went to my friend's house. A lot of times people were over here with us, hanging out with us, over here at my house, in our environment at the street Boys and Girls Club. Not nobody else's house. You are wrapping up this season. You're coming into a lot of abundance. This Chariot energy, that's you on your North Star energy. That's you taking action here. There also is some action that you need to take. I don't know what that action is. I've been asking. There's some action you need to take. It could just be this organization piece. It could just be this planning, long-term planning that we've been talking about. It could be resting, could be the action. Painting your nails, self-care, really divine feminine energy. We're going to pull a card. But this is you coming into your North Node energy on your path, coming into a lot of abundance, honey. And people want to be a part of it. It's not you with this fear of missing out. It's other people who are afraid of missing out on this. So whoever is not calling you back, look at that, the Magician when I split the deck. Whoever is not calling you back or not fucking with you, not inviting you places, if you feel some sort of weird, distant connection with the people that you grew up with, I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to y'all. We got the Hermit, weirdly enough, that flipped over. There's our Virgo energy. You could be in isolation. Enjoy your time to yourself because you're still very attractive. People are still watching you. People still want to know what you got going on. You've always been attractive. People have always been in your space, in your house. People always want to be a part of what you have going on. It's not your FOMO, it's theirs. Let me pick these cards up on what the action is that you need to take. Oh, I love this. Connect with fire. That's that cardinal energy. Aries energy. Connecting with fire. Connecting with your passions. Connect with your passions. Follow your passions. Turn up the heat. Turn up the heat. Get fine. I've been working out, y'all. Get fine. Stick to your passions. Okay, that's that Northern Cardinal energy right there. And we also had, and that's number 12. Okay, 12 is about dreams coming true. 12 also represents peace. We have number 4, be still. Didn't I say y'all just need to rest? So there's balance here. There's balance between rest and being still, and making sure that you are creating. This helps get you out of that FOMO because you're on your path. When you're on your path doing your own thing, you don't care what everybody else is doing because you're having so much fun and you love what you're doing. And you need to be still. You don't need to be going out and about hanging out with people. You need to be by yourself, minding your damn business, okay? And working on your passions. That's the action that you need to be taking. Balance between rest and working on your passions. Speaking up for what it is that you want. What's at the bottom of the deck? Reading, okay? There may be some studying. Number 42 could be significant, or 6 if you reduce it. There could be some studying that you need to do, some information that you need to find about yourself or totem animals or whatever you have going on right here, okay? Could be some reading that you need to do, but just be still. Be at peace. 12 also, I told you, represents peace. Be at peace. Be still and know that I am. Didn't I say I am? 2 most powerful words. Be still and know that I am. Yes. 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 Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that you are. You are that life force energy. That card, thank you, Horn. You are that life force energy, that same energy flowing through Jesus, having him spread the gospel and they go on for centuries and centuries and centuries. You are that same life force healing energy within you. Be still and know that you are. Be still and know that I am, that I have that fire and that passion, that same life force energy within me. Know that. Come into awareness of that. Come into awareness of that. That is your birthright. We are all source energy. We are the same. We can walk on water if we choose to. I'm not finna preach to y'all, but what we is finna do is magnify the magic, because that is, I'm still shook. Are you not shook? Are you not shook? Y'all, I practice a little bit. I take notes, but the way the messages come out when I'm recording, I have nothing to do with that. The way it comes back full circle, I have nothing to do with that. They're looking for somebody. What you looking for? Stop looking. It's coming to you. Alright, let's magnify the magic. Alright, let me turn down. Let me turn down for what? Nah, for real. Let me turn down though. Let's magnify this magic. Thank you so much for being here. I want you to take everything that I said and just absorb it. Everything that was channeled to me, and absorb it and, excuse me, reflect on it. Setting intentions is very important. Pro tip. This is another way you know your manifestation is close. You're able to just instantly manifest. Now, you can only manifest what's truly in your heart, which is why getting in these spiritual baths and feeling that gratitude and opening up that heart chakra is very important, because when you're able to speak from the heart, you're able to manifest instantly. That's another way you know what you want, that you're awakening, and your manifestations are right here. All right. Anyway, I want you to think about your intention. All right, here's my disclaimer. We are about to do a group guided hypnosis. Hypnosis is simply a trance. We enter into trances when we drive, when we daydream, and when we sleep. I am not trying to take over the world or get into your brain and get you all fucked up or anything like that. I tell you all the time, I don't have to take over the world that way. I will use my gifts, my talents, my charm, my grace, my beauty, and my class, and my dignity, and my integrity. This hypnosis is simply a way to quickly rewire your subconscious brain so that you can create the life that you want to create. Okay, so I'm going to count you down from 5. I'm going to say, I am grateful for the abundance of, and I want you to fill in the blank. When I snap my fingers, you will enter into a very, very calm and peaceful hypnotic trance. And then I will count you out in a few minutes. All right, so let's get started. 5. I am grateful for the abundance of. 4. I am grateful for the abundance of. 3, I am grateful for the abundance of. 2, I am grateful for the abundance of. 1, I am grateful for the abundance of. 0. Count up to 5. Slowly come back and open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi. Hello there. Welcome back. I hope that was bueno. Ooh, my eye. Temple. Temple. Something that came through was my throat chakra was like doing some things. You might be pulled to the color blue, like my hair. You might want to work with the color blue. But also that Queen of Swords kept coming through. Don't be afraid to say no. As you are coming into this abundance and you're on the right track, you're on your North Star, your North Node energy. North Node energy could be significant in your chart as well. Whatever house, whatever planet, whatever conjunctions you might have, or squares, or signs. That is coming up a lot, North Node energy. But Cancer, a lot of Cancer energy too. I'm also feeling your divine feminine energy will really develop around Cancer season. That's very important to note, but don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to speak up. This is a big part of trusting yourself, which is, love this segue. That's what we're going to be talking about in our last week of our attraction series for the month of April. Next week, we're going to talk about how to trust yourself. And I promise we're going to talk about this sacral chakra energy and what happens when you don't trust yourself. How these things manifest in your body. What does an imbalanced chakra, sacral chakra look like? Oh, with the orange. Come on, I ain't even playing it, okay? Orange might be something you're drawn to as well, but don't be afraid to say no. Boundaries are very, 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 very important. And you might be getting told no too. It's hard no's, Saturn energy. There may be some hard no's coming to you. And you might be dishing out some hard no's with that wasp. The truth. A lot of truth. A lot of truth is being exposed to you right now. And it's because you're being very truthful and honest and authentic with yourself. So you're attracting a lot of truth, a lot of clarity. And that's why I say don't be afraid to say no, because you're very clear on what it is that you want. And you got to trust that. And we're going to go over some ways, some tips, some tricks to help you develop that self-trust within yourself next week, shorty, okay? So I want to thank you all. We didn't do a whole bunch of accents today. It was real light. But I want to thank you all for joining me here on this episode of the Ritualist Show. I have enjoyed every single second of it. And drink your water, eat your vegetables, and be safe in these streets. I love you, and I will see you on the other side. Mwah. Weezy out.